We were expecting, as I said earlier, a delivery of pallets today for the calves. Point at the bottom. Everyone, welcome back to the farm. So today we've been feeding the calves this morning, just weaned a lot of calves off milk, and I'm just waiting for a delivery of creep feed. If you could give these videos a thumbs up and a like. We're trying to get that new shed for next year. Just behind we've got the front loader, which in winter we put on for bringing straw back, so that's going to be my job now. We're going to put the 6R, hook it onto the front loader. Sometimes it goes on pretty easily, other times it's quite difficult. I usually find a little bit of grease on the brackets of the loader always helps. So I'll get my grease gun, put some of that on, and then we'll see where we're at. So this is the loader, and I parked it up here ages ago, and it's ready for carting straw again. So it's that time of the year, winter jobs. Put the pipes in. You do have to give it a good bang actually to get it in there. Okay, that's locked in. Okay, if we go onto the joystick where we obviously control the front loader, should lift up. And we'll put the jacks up, control the loader in place when it's taken off. Alright, you can see I've got my stands up now, and it fell over last year, the front loader. I ordered a new plate cover for this bit here. There's a few other little bits on this loader which want touching up and washing off, but for the most part we're going to put the bale spike on. I've got some equipment in here. I've got these rollers which I brought in for the winter the other day, and there's the chipper, obviously ready to do a bit more wood chipping for next year. Got a feed hopper, some hay bales here, all ready for sort of an area we're going to make, and calving, so we can keep an eye on the cows there. We've got a CCTV camera this year for keep an eye on the cows are calving. So it's a big old lug, this loader in the shed. You really got to watch what you're doing, otherwise you'll take the whole shed down. Alright, there we go. See, I picked up a sign the other day when I was down at the dealership, one of those John Deere parking only signs. Now somewhere over the road here, we've just come onto the stack yard, and somewhere I've left a bale spike. Aha! There we go, there's the bale spike. So we'll use that one. That's fitted to this tractor, and we'll pick that one up because that's what I want to use to cart some straw in with the straw trailer, which we've still got to make. So get the straw trailer ready, and then we can bring some straw in towards the end of this week. Obviously just pop the bale spike on there. Always a challenging job this time of the year, because you never know what's going to go wrong, but that's what it looks like, obviously with the front loader on. I've got those side lights down there which we use for when you're in the shed. So yeah, I can pick up one bale with this, obviously single spike. I get the straw bales in from the outdoor fields. It seems to do the job. I'm going to have to clear some room in another shed to get the stock box off that trailer. Some of the bedding up from the cars, and you get all this net wrap on the Manitou, and I always sling it in my little pit here, which I've made out of some bales, and then we take it to the recycling centre. Just all silage wrap really, silage plastic and all that sort of thing. So Well, I was just going to get the pallet forks on because we were expecting, as I said earlier, a delivery of pellets today for the calves. We've got 29 calves and some young store calves, about 24. And because of the driver shortage, we've got a feed company which was supposed to deliver this feed today, and the calves are obviously getting low on feed. So I'm going to have to go out instead, take the Defender and go and get them some food just to cover them for a couple of days because of this shortage of drivers at the moment. And it's the same with everything, the same with parts, same with, I hear eggs at the moment. People are struggling to get eggs. Luckily we've got some chickens on the farm, we always get our eggs from them, so touch wood, we're alright for eggs. But we need some car feed, So I have to buy extra next time, but it is what it is. The mighty Defender to the rescue. Yes, the mighty Defender to the rescue. I know a lot of people take the mickey out Defenders because they're not the most reliable things in the world, but touch wood, this one's been pretty good. We're up to 36,000 miles now, which I know is quite low. Used to had it with 20,000. Had a few problems with the steering rack, just some bearings, little joints go, but it's not a bad workhorse to be fair. She does a good job. So, right, there we go. Car feed. Back in the farm. Great success. Right, there we are. I've had the calves. I picked up a couple of extra bags for next time. If we run out of car feed, we'll at least have some more ready in the shed if we build up an emergency supply. If you have a look here, this is a pallet, a potato crate. I bought a couple of potato crates earlier in the year, and if you notice, I've got my potatoes in here, which I've been storing from when we had the potatoes harvested, and some of them, I have kept this cover over, but some of them, as you can see, they've started to chit. So if anyone knows why some of my potatoes are chitting, do drop a comment in the comment section down below. I use these for the family, I give them away to friends of the channel, and people on the farm who work on the farm, I'll give them some potatoes. Maybe I need refrigerated storage, but I've always kept them in the dark with this cover on. So let me know in the comments. And next to my potato crate there, which I've actually got 2 of those now, which we're going to use to put cattle feed in later on in the year. Here is the 135, which you haven't seen in ages, and it's actually covered in dust because I've neglected it this winter. So before Christmas I'll give it a good clean off, although it probably doesn't look dirty. It's absolutely filthy for a show condition tractor. And then behind that we've got 12 tonnes of spring barley, which has been dumped in the grain store here. This is going to be milled up next week, and we're going to feed it to some cattle. We've got the Collinson silo in the yard, which has been absolutely fantastic. However, that is full of a separate feed. That's got rearers nuts in it, whereas this is barley, and it's going to be rolled into rolled barley with a grinder. They'll have a mill and mix, which will turn up and do this. And rolled barley is some of the best feed to fatten animals, particularly beef cattle. It will fatten beef animals. So yeah, we'll get this rolled out before long. And also, do leave a comment in the comment section what we should do with the 135. I haven't used this tractor or done anything with it because it is just now a showpiece. And I'd really enjoy just coming down, having a look at it, more or less, with a cup of tea in the morning. Maybe we should get one of those covers for it, like a bubble cover, something like that, I don't know. But I really enjoy just looking at it, to be honest. It is one of those tractors. So, yeah, you can just see, you know, if I took it out and used it, it would just get wrecked. So yeah, Young's have put a lot of time and effort into that. We've got some original parts to pick up from it, from Young's, which I was thinking about putting on the wall. I've also got a few bits of memorabilia for it as well, like brochures, and all that stuff will have to go with it as well. Kind of in a little mini museum. So yeah, dark winter days at the moment. It is what it is. We've got that front loader on. This is going to be cleaned out tomorrow morning. Take the 135 out, moving that to another site. The trailer here behind me, take that out. The Defender, move that somewhere else because we're going to put the stock box in here on stilts. So that'll be tomorrow's job. And then today we've also been busy, which I didn't pick up on camera, but we've been dehorning some of the calves, which has been taking up quite a lot of time. And there's certain things you can put on YouTube, there's certain things you can't. And with livestock dehorning, some people like dehorning, some people don't like seeing that content, so hence why we didn't show it. But anyway, we're getting them dehorned, debudded, whatever you want to call it, and getting there. So if you could give this video a good thumbs up, good like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, because we've got to build that new shed, invest in some equipment for next year. We are looking at a trailed mower for next year now, which we were supposed to look at this year. Instead, we ended up picking up that chipper, which has been really worthwhile. So hopefully you'll see a mower on the channel by next year. So do comment, rate and subscribe and all of that good stuff. And I will catch you on the next one. Click here to subscribe to the channel. and click here to watch another Olly's Farm video.